Hello, hello, hello. I hope that you are so well. It's me, Stacey, your holistic nutritionist and lifestyle wellness mentor. And today I am doing a solo episode as I have a handful of healthy brands that I fully stand behind and use, and I want to share them with you. As a holistic practitioner, I feel it necessary to share these items with you so that you can go along your wellness journey with ease. It has taken me well over a decade to transition to a cleaner lifestyle, and it is my hope that as I expand your knowledge with these better options, you can save tons of time and money along the way. So, we are in the gift giving time of year, and I thought that it was an appropriate time to share all of my favorite brands. Well, I can't say all of them because I had to just narrow it down to 8 different service and product based providers that I, again, fully stand behind and want to share with you so that you can move along your holistic life faster than I had to, because it has taken me years and years to find the brands that I can actually trust and to find the service providers that I can actually stand behind. And without further ado, let's just dive right in, okay? So here is my list of healthy favorites for 2022 that I think you should know about. First off is Xtrema. If you know about low tox living by now, then you know about how unideal it is to use nonstick cookware, at least on a daily basis. Okay. We're not going for perfection here, but we are trying to do progress. And using nonstick is not ideal because there can be hormone disruptors or even cancer causing agents in there, especially if the surface area gets scratched and then you're cooking your food on top of it. So I highly suggest just going away from non-stick cookware as much as you possibly can and moving more toward a low tox or non-toxic brand that you can trust. And I also want you to remember that healthy living is a journey. So if this is not in your budget, then it's okay. But keep this on the back burner for when you're ready to change out your cooking utensils. Xtrema is a brand that I have recently found, and I am so excited that I have, because it is truly the only non-toxic cookware that I have found that looks beautiful and chic at the same time. It is dedicated to offering uncomplicated, non-toxic cookware that's reliable for every meal and every time. And Xtrema has become, again, an absolute favorite for our family. We have the 10-inch saute pan. That is my personal favorite because it's bigger than the 7-inch, which is fine as well. And we use that, but we love this 10-inch one because it's large. And I tend to do batch cooking, which is something that I love to teach in Holistic Mama Society, because if we want to eat healthy long term, we can't be slaving away in the kitchen making all these little fancy meals every night, unless that is something that you can afford to do via money and time. But for most families and most women, that is just not the way that we're going to be able to roll in order to maintain a lifestyle of wellness long term. So anyways, the 10-inch saute pan is my favorite. It's very it's durable like cast iron, but it's lightweight enough that I can maneuver it around the kitchen, and it's scratch proof. It doesn't get dinged up even if I put it into the sink and I need to clean it later with all the other dishes. It's amazing. And I kind of treat the 10-inch saute pan like a stock pot almost, because it is thicker on the sides. It's higher on the sides than most saute pans that you would find. So you can get Xtrema on the Swell Score, which is a company that I have found and I have partnered with. They have a whole bunch of non-toxic lifestyle wellness brands on their website, including Xtrema. And right now you can actually get 20% off with the link in the show notes down below, and you can enjoy Xtrema at a discount on Swell Score. You could also become a Swell Score member and get even more perks along the way and be opened up to a whole store of non-toxic products, like I said, that you can buy and feel happy about supporting and bringing into your home because they have been tested and Yvonne, who is a toxicologist that I've had on the podcast, is actually the toxicologist for Swell Score. So we know that what she trusts, we can trust as well. Right now, if you spend $125 on Xtrema Cookware on the Swell Score, you can get a free matcha tea set. That is only for a limited time, though. All right. The next brand that I think that you should support and buy for sure is Clean Beauty from Beautycounter. It was 7 years ago this week that I found the Beautycounter brand through a whimsical meetup at my Pilates studio with a stranger who wanted to tell me about clean beauty and why I should join the movement, aka the business. Annie, my now mentor, left me with a bag of skincare products to use overnight while she was traveling here from Tennessee and said that she would pick them up on her way home after the Thanksgiving holiday. Well, confession, I didn't try any of the products, but I did get online that night and started learning about how unregulated the beauty industry is. And that's when I decided that my friends, my family, and my clients deserve to know how to find safer options, and the rest is history. The performance of Beautycounter skincare and cosmetics and body products, which I could never forget because that sugar buff body polish is my absolute favorite, is something that you can't find anywhere else. You can't find as high performing beauty that is as safe as we are. It's just something you can't find. Plus the fact that we as a collective have been part of getting 10 pieces of legislation to better regulate toxic chemical exposure in the beauty industry at large is worth every minute spent sharing this mission with every person who has listened. I love feeling pretty, and I love taking the time to help others feel more confident in their own skin and their buying choices. And that's why Beautycounter is in my top 10 must-have favorites for this holiday season. You can get 20% off your first purchase with the code CLEANFORALL20 if you're a brand new client. And there may be other specials along the way during the holiday season. So make sure that you click down in the show notes to explore that. You can always message me on Instagram at The Urban Pharmacy as well if you have questions on color matching or what might be best for your skin. But I think that body products are a really great place to start with Beautycounter too. That is something that we don't talk about enough. The shampoo, the conditioner, the sugar buff body polish, like I said earlier, the body butter, the holiday sets, they're so cute and affordable this year. And of course, my all-time favorite skincare line, the Countertime line, is game changing because it's safe, it is high performing, and you're going to get the results that you want. All right. The next brand that I want to tell you about is the Nutramilk. The Nutramilk machine is a one-of-a-kind processor that removes the tedious need for soaking and straining, meaning nutritious plant milks and butters can be made in just minutes. Plus, there's a separate container made just for nut butters and smoothie bowls that has a little blade or spatulas on the inside of the container that scrape down the sides of your food, scrape down the sides of the container and keep the food from sticking to the sides during the processing. It is so cool. And I love our Nutramilk machine. The patented technology means no other food processor makes nut and seed butters quicker with less mess and less waste. This machine is used in gourmet coffee shops that make their own nut, seed, and oat milks because it really works and it's worth it. So we use, when we make like plant milks and stuff, we use the pulp that's left over from making nut and oat milk to make raw treats with, like granola or even cookies or energy balls. And in addition, we make broths and juices in this machine because the larger nut milk container actually has a spout and it dispenses the liquid, which is super convenient and cool. And that means we also don't have to get the juicer out, which is so fun. So fresh nut butters made out of raw nuts and seeds are also what we prefer for our family because roasted nuts and seeds have lost nutritional value and they can have potentially detrimental elements after you roast the nuts. So for us, we prefer raw. And if you have ever seen the prices of raw nut butters, they are very expensive at the grocery store. So we absolutely prefer to make our own in the Nutramilk machine. In addition to that, any plant milks on the market are usually filled with gums, salt, sugar, or oil, and we also avoid those ingredients too. I used to make my own nut milk with a high-speed blender and a nut milk bag, but this machine just makes it way easier. It's so fun. And if you're a kitchen gadget gal, you will totally love this machine. And right now you can save $100 on Nutramilk machines by clicking down in the show notes at my link. All right, the next brand that I must tell you about is Mamasezz. And if you want to eat plant-based, but literally feel like you just don't have time, or maybe you absolutely hate cooking, well, Mamasezz does all the shopping, chopping, and cooking so that you can get the staples that you love, like hearty burgers, stews, sauces, and more. And they're all made from scratch. And Mamasezz is totally customizable, suited to the seasoned chef and microwave aficionado alike. Mix and match the Mamasezz fixins any way that you like, making a full meal, like drizzling the dressings on grilled veggies or just snacking on the walnut taco meat. But Mamasezz is whole food, plant-based, and oil-free. They're also gluten-free, wheat-free, meat-free, egg-free, dairy-free, refined sugar-free, preservative-free, peanut-free, and a lot of the dishes are also salt-free if that matters to you. We get so many options for our family, and it comes in handy when we travel, or when I don't want to make home cooked meals, or when I don't want to get the kitchen dirty, or I simply just want some new recipe inspiration. Or they've also come in handy for Cohen's lunches. And these are super handy meals to give to Kyle before he runs out to the farm after his daytime job and before he goes to plant and harvest stuff for the farmer's market. I am so thankful to have found Mamasezz, as up until now, I've never been able to find a oil-free, plant-based, whole food plant-based meal delivery service. And you can get weekly delivery or spread it out as far as you need to in order to supplement your healthy lifestyle. And the other great thing is that you can freeze all of the food for later use, which is so awesome. You seriously must try Mamasezz if you want to transition toward or continue to eat plant-based the healthy way. Use code HeyMama15 at the link down below in the show notes and enjoy a discount to Mamasezz. All right, the next brand I must tell you about is Green Growers Elderberry Syrup. My husband and I have been making and selling elderberry syrup since 2017. I wanted something to help me stay well during the flu season, but couldn't find anything natural at the grocery store, including including the elderberry syrup that they sold. It was made with high fructose corn syrup and artificial flavors and just weird additives and preservatives. And elderberry syrup is made from berries of the sambucus tree that's native to Europe. And the sour tasting berries are commonly used to make pie and jelly and wine, but they've also been used as a staple for natural medicine for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And elderberry syrup is known as a powerful cold preventative and remedy, and it's clinically proven to be as well. And there are about 30 types of elder plants and trees around the world. And its history dates back as far as 400 BC. And Hippocrates himself, the father of medicine, called it his medicine chest. The elderberry is considered one of the world's most healing plants. And the elderberries and flowers of elderberry are packed with antioxidants and vitamins that boost your immune system. And elderberry syrup can help tame inflammation, lessen stress, and help protect your heart too. I highly suggest giving elderberry syrup a go this flu season to help prevent, and in some cases, shorten the duration and lessen the severity of the common cold. Use code HOLISTIC to save 20% on organic elderberry syrup down in the show note link. All right, next up is Burlap and Barrel. B&B is my favorite current spice brand, and let me tell you why. Burlap and Barrel spices are non-irradiated. They're organically grown and small farmer supported spices. And trust me when I say these specialty spices are some of the best I have ever had. All of Burlap and Barrel's turmerics are heavy metal tested and safe. Plus, don't forget the vanilla bean powder that they have that takes your baking to the next level. According to a recent article from Consumer Reports, there could be heavy metals in your herbs and spices, and that to me caused a little bit of a red flag. So what do we do about this information, right? First off, we don't panic. And second off, we make better choices once we know where to find them. And according to the report, some of the top offenders of heavy metal contaminants include turmeric, cumin, basil, black pepper, paprika, oregano, garlic, ginger, thyme, and more. And some fared better than others. But if you're into peppercorns, the white fermented peppercorns from Burlap and Barrel are so good. It's good on potatoes and salads. Takes the flavor up a notch. And we really love the wild ramps also for an onion and / garlic flavor. We love the sweet paprikas and the royal cinnamon. And we're just fan favorites around here. If you're a food snob like me, you've got to get Burlap and Barrel this season. And shipping is free when you spend $45 on the awesome herbs and spices from Burlap and Barrel. So click the link down in the show notes to shop for Burlap and Barrel. All right, we're getting toward the end. I'm going to tell you 2 more of my favorites, and then we'll wrap up today's show because I know that you have shopping to do and you're ready to transition to a more healthy, holistic, plant-based, natural life, aren't you? The next one is Complement. I have taken and still have isolated vitamins in my cabinet. Okay. Like I have isolated B12, I have isolated omegas, I have isolated D with K. But for about a year now, we have been using Complement as our multi-nutrient to cover all the bases in the event that our diet just isn't perfect on any given week. Our whole family takes Complement and we love it because it's vegan and it hits all of the major nutrients that could be missing in our soil depleted, non-diverse diet these days. I do everything that I can to get variety in our diet daily, but as an insurance policy, taking a supplement really never hurt anyone, right? And there's no magic pill for better health. It's too individualized. So the real talk is the supplement industry is a mess. And with false claims littering websites and cheap ingredients passed off as the latest discovery, it's no wonder everyone loves to hate supplements. There's no denying that the plant-based diet is a nutrient powerhouse, but like all diets, a little extra support here and there these days can have a major impact on feeling your best today and for the long term. Complement is triple tested in every batch to ensure potency, purity, and transparency, and then publishes their third-party test results on their website for everybody to see. Kyle and I take the essential capsules every day, and Cohen takes the essential liquid. I highly suggest finding a good multi-nutrient like Complement and see if you feel different once you do. It made a world of difference for me and several other people I know who have it. So you can enjoy a discount on Complement with the link down in the show notes. It is our favorite multi-nutrient. And then last but not least, I'm going to share with you Holistic Mama Society. It was well over a decade ago that I changed my entire life. You may know my backstory or you may not, but let's just say I didn't used to eat a lot of plants. I didn't have a mindset that I worked on every day. And I also didn't use the weekends to prioritize my wellness. Let's just say it that way. Addiction, depression, anxiety, junk food, and more plagued my life until I made the decision to change. Throughout this journey, I've reduced my toxins, quit processed foods, put my health at the top of the list, learned about the power of mind-body connection, owned a Pilates studio, mastered how to make homemade food efficiently and healthily, and really worked on my mentality and self-worth. This work has and will be an ongoing journey for me as I continue toward my ideal existence and step into my purpose that is. Throughout this journey, I've reduced my toxins, quit processed foods, put my health at the top of the list, learned about the power of mind-body connection, owned a Pilates studio, mastered how to make homemade food efficiently and healthily, and really worked on my mentality and self-worth. This work has and will be an ongoing journey for me as I continue toward my ideal existence and step into my purpose that is bigger than I can comprehend. But without my wellness, I will never be able to show up. And that is a truth that I know reigns true for everyone. Health is our greatest wealth, and without it, we truly cannot show up in the way that we dream about or want to deep down inside. If we keep self-sabotaging, we will never be able to get ahead. And if we don't lean in on more natural ways of living, we will continue the destruction of our cellular body, which again depletes our ability to really feel our best and show up. This is why I created Holistic Mama Society, my monthly membership to help women rise up and feel their best long term. I teach wellness strategies along with plant-based cooking demos and education, mind-body connection like Pilates, yoga, and breathwork, mindset shifts, ways to reduce toxins, and natural living strategies, and more. This membership is for women who are tired of putting their health at the bottom of the list and know that if they put their well-being back at the top of the to-do list, their life can change and they can finally step into the impact they truly desire for their life. If you've thought about joining us on the other side of HMS, now is your time. The price will never be this low again, and there's never going to be the right time to change your life. If you're looking for a sign, here it is. I'm here to help you along the way, and I look forward to being right by your side through it all. Like I just said, there's never going to be a quote, right time. So I implore you to push yourself into a little bit of discomfort so that you can grow and actually take control of your health once and for all. If you have questions, just reply to me at theurbanpharmacy.com, or you can click down in the show notes to email me, or better yet, just schedule a wellness call at the Calendly link down in the show notes. You can also enroll in Holistic Mama Society right away and start the next chapter of your life. You are welcome here. I hope that you loved my must-have list and my roundup of brands and service-based providers that will help you increase your health and enjoy discounts along the way. All I want to do is help to shave off time and to make it more easy for you to live a healthy, holistic life. And I have been on this journey for about 15 years from now. And I really, really want to help you along the way. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you do, please share it. And if you love this podcast, again, please share it with your friends, your family, and your network so that we can continue to grow and share this message of health and holistic living with everyone. Until next time, be well. We'll see you soon.